Good morning, friends. Lauren Fast here, and I am coming to you from downtown St. Louis. I'm actually very near the St. Louis Arch. Let me just show you this real quick. I'm at the Hyatt Regency downtown, and this is the view from my window here. So these are the arch grounds, and I can see one leg of the St. Louis Arch. And when I pan just a little bit over to the right, you can see Busch Stadium here and then on the other side too. So there's just this one office building right here in the middle that's sort of blocking me from seeing all of Busch Stadium or watching the Cardinal games the last few days from my room. So I'm attending a conference for my volunteer role with an education foundation, and this is What to Wear Wednesday, so I'm going to call this the travel edition. My choices are much more limited than they have been in the past, so I'm not sitting down to my full repertoire. And I started with putting on just my foundation already, and then I started with a little bit of contouring just to get us going here to see that I brought a pretty neutral palette of eyeshadows and just a variety of pencils and some lip colors and some cheek colors. But I have shifted now to take the darker foundation colors as time has gone on, because I've sat at a couple of track meets and I'm no longer an N2, I'm now an N3. So on this What to Wear Wednesday, the travel edition, my choices are just a bit, they're more limited than they are typically when I'm at home in front of the full repertoire. But I started then with the foundation all over. So I'm wearing the N3 of the Smooth Perfection Foundation, so N3 Smooth Perfection Foundation, and I quickly whipped that on with the large powder brush. The Smooth Perfection Foundation is only $35, and then the large powder brush is a $14 brush from Beauticontrol, so both of those pieces are available to order. And then I'm using the Creamy Coverage Concealer in Light, and I use that here in the middle of the forehead or some of the highlight areas, right down the center of the nose. And then you can be with me while I put some of the highlight on then under the eyes. And I don't need a whole lot. I just wanted to sort of brighten some of the face here, so I'm going to draw some of this down onto the cheek and then on the other side as well. I'll transfer just a little bit of that color. So the choices that I have for you today is a red lip or a pink lip. I actually brought the lip colors with me. They are raspberry and then cherry. I'm wearing a black top. I have this sort of blue and black and white beaded jewelry on, and my skirt is a blue and black skirt. And I think that either the red or the pink would be a really bright, fun addition to this relatively dark palette that I have on, the dark palette. Then for the eyes, some of the choices for the eyes are just the use of different neutrals. So I have the chocolate with me, I have espresso, and I have the truffle. So those are some choices you can be considering. I also brought silk eyeshadow as a mid-tone. I have latte, which I love, a latte, and then I have the cocoa color. All of those are some neutral, lighter, but sort of a mid-tone. These are the darkers. Chocolate, espresso, and truffle are dark. I also have the difference between the cranberry blush and then the neutral cream blush, which is probably my favorite. I love the neutral cream brush. So right now we're going to finish up putting on the concealer under the eyes here, not for concealing purposes so much as for highlighting purposes, because I am going to take the pressed wet dry foundation with the Beauticontrol angled brush, which is also available. This one comes in a set. This one comes in a set of 5 brushes and is still available. So that's really easy to get a hold of. And then of course our pressed mineral foundation, which is the Perfecting Wet Dry Finish. This is in an N4. So I use the N3 Smooth Perfection Foundation all over. And I'm taking this delightfully angled brush and I just tap it into the color. And I'm going to the recesses. Where I'm sitting at this desk right now is really a great spot to be doing this, because you can see where the shadows are cast on the face. So before this color gets on, you can just start to see where it will, where it's going to go anyway. So you're going to tuck this right underneath the cheekbone, Now that I've put the highlighter on under the eyes, this is the complement to this. So the contouring effect is done with lightening the highlight areas of the face and then slightly darkening the recessed areas of the face, which is what creates the slimmer look and creates the sharper angles of the cheekbone. I would love to hear what you like to use to contour. And I think there's lots of different choices. I was inspired recently with somebody who said that they use the Creamy Coverage Concealer to do their contouring. So I've practiced with that just a little bit and I like it. I think that's awesome. But if you, as the viewer, would love to comment below and share what you like to use to contour, I think that that would be really enriching for everyone that views this video later. What beauty control product do you like to use to contour? And then tell me what your favorite foundation is, because I find myself just totally in love with the Smooth Perfection foundation. What is your favorite beauty control foundation? We have 7 to pick from. 7 choices. Some people want to know why we have 7 choices, and it really just appeals to the spectrum of an audience. Not everyone's skin is the same, so if you have a very dry skin, there's the foundations for you. If you have an oilier skin, there's the foundations that are very accommodating for oily skin. I'm holding it. And then just everything in between, depending on the coverage that you're looking for and if you need an SPF. So I packed this particular Perfecting Wet Dry Finish in the N4 color, which is just slightly darker than what I already have on, with this Beauty Control angled brush, which is getting kind of wild, which means it needs to be washed. And I am just brushing that down the side of the nose. I use this in the temple area, to the side of the face here, and in the cheeks. Remember, if you just need a simple guideline for using contouring on the side of the face, you're just drawing a number 3. So imagine yourself drawing a sort of wonky number 3 down the side of your face, and that is where the contouring places will be. And then you're just going to do a little bit of that, if you'd like, there on the side of the nose. And then the contouring magic happens when in the highlight areas of the face, you've also highlighted. So I use the light Creamy Coverage Concealer down the middle of the nose, in the fountain here of the forehead, the peak of the cheeks, and then down just a little bit on the chin. One thing that we had a little bit of fun with last time we were all together was using the Shadow Control Cream. So I have the Shadow Control Cream in neutral with me, and I'm going to put this on the eye. Right now I'm using a Japanesque 213 brush. You can totally use your fingers for this application. I just happen to have a brush in my hand. I was always taught that if you had the right tool, here I'll use my fingers to pat it on. If you have the right tool, for any job, it makes the job easier, and you can do it better. I like to use the professional length brushes. So I'm patting the Shadow Control Cream in neutral on the eyes, because I can remember when I first started using this beauty control product, when I would use the Shadow Control, or when I wouldn't use the Shadow Control Cream because I wasn't used to it yet. But I had tried it, so I knew how good it was. I would actually take my eye makeup off. If I had time, I would take my eye makeup off and I would start over, because I just remembered how great it was. And now it's such a part of my regular routine that there are times, let's say in the summer, where I just need a quick out the door look. I may just put the Shadow Control Cream on my eyelids and then do a little bit of mascara and blush and a lip gloss, and I feel just a bit more finished and I'm out the door. So something else that can be done is just a tiny bit of this can go in the highlight area here. I like to do this because it has just a little bit of shimmer to it, and I think it draws a really neat attention to the top of the lip, so that when you draw the lips on with the lip liner, that finish is really nice. So those are the cream or the base applications. What Beauty Control calls the Flawless Face pieces. So I use the foundation, the Pressed Mineral Foundation in the Wet Dry, Smooth Perfection, Wet Dry Finish. This just happens to be an old container. Then I used the Natural Shadow Control Cream and the Creamy Coverage Concealer. And those are the pieces that are on the face right now. Hey, Jackie, how are you? Oh, okay, so you say my face has so much sun damage from years of tanning. Oh, I get it, I get it. I worshipped the sun myself, I get it. And my neck is so many shades lighter that I have trouble matching. Oh, yes, advise. So I think that this is really similar to just strong melasma on the face or hyperpigmentation that people experience. And so with my experience with faces and necks that are not quite the same color. So you're saying that your neck is so many shades lighter that some of the blend that can take place. So while your color matching, Jackie, is really important, and it's not so much that you totally match the neck, but that you have a color that looks really natural on the face, so you don't look like you're trying to go for super, super white like Casper the Ghost, and then you're also not looking too dark for then just your natural skin tone against your neck, but that you find a nice blend in between. You can use some of our bases. People who I have worked with that have a strong melasma or a darkening of the skin have had great success with using our mauve primer to either use that to sort of neutralize the dark in the face. You can also consider using some of the yellow on the dark, but the mauve primer on the dark, if you have just sort of a melasma or sun damage in areas, is a really interesting effect. Try that, Jackie, and with your regular foundation, do not be afraid to blend so that you just have sort of a softening fade and there isn't that line of demarcation on the throat or on the jawline for going down. I know that's not the perfect answer. There is not a magic bullet answer for that that will absolutely be the quick fix. And I think I love that about makeup and skincare and hair products. None of this is a nose job. It all washes off. So practice with some of the amazing Beauticontrol products that we have and really get a feel for what you are most comfortable with. There are so many wonderful women out there that can help you to work on that. But try the mauve primer on the darkest parts of your sun damage and then put your foundation on top of that and then consider a blend down the throat. So I would like to put a little bit of eyebrows on. So what am I doing here? I'm in St. Louis. I'm downtown. And earlier in the video, I showed my view from the window, which is of the Arch and Busch Stadium, which is very exciting. And I am at a conference for the National School Foundation Association. So as a volunteer, which I love, my Beauticontrol work allows me to be a volunteer very actively with the local education foundation. And one thing, you're welcome, Jackie, you're welcome. I hope that that's helpful. Truly, let us know how that goes. So I was a presenter yesterday in one of the breakout sessions, and something that I really enjoyed talking about. It was about content marketing and the use of different platforms and to diversify your platform portfolio so that you can reach a broader audience. And you guys know better than anybody else just exactly how something like that can work. So print material, emails, conversations that you have, the use of super cool videos like this, and then of course, any other platform in a social environment, social media, and thank you cards and things like that. So I'm drawing on the eyebrow frame here with the eye perfecting pencil. This is in medium. I got a new one, and let me just tell you, like, happiness is a new brow pencil. Oh, I love new and sharp pencils. I have sometimes used the pencils and like the tip of the cream or the product like falls out on the desk, and I'm sort of like chasing this strange bead of color like, come back, I'm not done using you. So I'm going to outline the bottom part of the eyebrow on this What to Wear Wednesday travel edition, where my choices are not quite the same as they were if I were sitting at home in the studio. I'm sitting in the hotel room in downtown St. Louis, and I'm using what I thought was in a reasonable amount of things to bring. So I drove here because I only live about an hour away, and actually drove here with friends. And so I couldn't bring everything, although I considered it. I strongly considered it. And I think you probably know that. So I just drew on the outline, and you can kind of see some of the trim. And what I think I'm going to do today is fill in with our all-in-one brow kit, which I'm super in love with. So let's comb through this look. I don't need anything aggressive. I just need to look professional and finished. And for the lips, I want you guys to be thinking about pink or red. Should I wear pink or red? So today I have on like a black dress shirt, and then my skirt kind of has this cobalty blue color in it like the necklace does. Pink or red lips? I'm not going to lie, I have an opinion, but I'm not going to share it because this is a What to Wear Wednesday and you guys can decide my lips, which would be super fun, and then you're going to help me figure out which of the eyeshadow colors to use. And why can I not find, there it is. Okay, so with this really sharp angled brush, this one actually comes in the same set of the angled beauty brush here. So these two are sisters. These are both Beauticontrol brushes. This one is, oh, pink. See, that's what I was thinking. Let's see what other people say. This really lovely sharp angled brush is the one that I enjoy using for the eyebrow. And then I'm diving into, all right, Jackie, okay. I'm going to dive into the coffee color here, just patting back and forth. I'm really trying to teach myself to use a different section of the cake. Does anybody else have a cake of color that like wears out in one spot faster than it does in another? Just because by habit, you kind of dive into the same section every time. So I'm really trying very hard to like use the edges of the product still. So using the camera mirror and the mirror that I have set up just beyond the phone also here on the desk in the hotel room, using this really, I don't know, it's not bad, the desk lighting in the hotel. I am patting on this coffee color down just the middle of the eyebrow because we drew on the edges with the eyebrow perfecting pencil and the medium color. You know, I was able to get a haircut before I came down here, and I truly went to a barber, which was such a cool experience. And let me just tell you that this is, and maybe it looks like it, I don't know, but this was a $10 haircut. And I said, give me a men's haircut, and they did. And I was like, why haven't I been doing this forever? I want a $10 haircut for all the time. Let's keep doing that. So that was really exciting. So we've got a couple of votes for a pink lip. Now, something I want you to think about with what I have on is the eyeliner to use. So I actually brought a couple of different eyeliners. I was totally inspired by Pam's request. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where's my eyeliner? Okay. Oh, black. I have my black eyeliner with me. Oh, I thought I brought pewter, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, I have the brown liquid. I have black waterproof pencil eyeliner. And then something else that I've used when I'm in a bind is the eyebrow perfecting pencil in medium as a brown eyeliner. So should I use brown liquid, black pencil, or brown pencil as eyeliner today? Let's chime in on that on this What to Wear Wednesday travel edition. So choices are limited, which is probably easier to work with in the first place. But let's think about that too. Okay, finishing this up. So today we have a breakfast, a lovely breakfast with the group. It's a professional conference of about 300 people from 35 states. Jackie says black pencil. Okay, first vote, chiming in. And the conference itself, one of our guest speakers today is the Commissioner of Education for the state of Missouri, Margie Van Dieven. So I'm excited to see her again. Believe it or not, she's actually from my hometown area, but she's now the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education Commissioner for the state of Missouri. So that's one of the keynotes that we're going to hear later today. I just really feel like education, I just truly believe that all forms of education are what help all minds. It doesn't even matter. Like right now, we have the chance to learn from each other. We have the chance to learn something new every day. Really, it's not just about our students, but shaping the young minds in our areas is what makes our area more productive. So it's just really something that I'm passionate about, and that's why I'm here. That's why I love to do this. So we're going to hit some eyeshadow, ladies, but we're going to put on the black eyeliner first. We're going to try something just a little bit different. So I had 2 votes for the black eyeliner, which is fabulous. So right here I'm looking at the Beauticontrol Eye Perfecting Pencil, and this is a waterproof eye pencil in black. And so remember, if you take the camera or the mirror at the angle of the chin, it stretches out the eyelid. So I'm going to try to use some of the mirror that's above you here and draw without pulling. So we're not trying to create our own wrinkles. We're just going to put on the color here, so at an angle like this. This was a voted on color, so thank you on this What to Wear Wednesday deciding for me to put on the black eye pencil. And I'm going to shimmy this between the eyelashes also. Okay, something like that. And for color on the bottom, what I've been doing instead of putting on pencil, because my eyes are watering like crazy in this just time of year, I'm going to put just a little bit of powder, I think, on the bottom instead of pencil, so that I don't have like a section that I slowly like wipe away as the day goes on, which it's less obvious if there's a powder fade. Okay, so for the other eye now too, I'm just holding that just a little bit taut so that my pencil has really good slip and glide across the shape of the eyelid. I am taking this color all the way to the inside of the eye. Ooh, that made my eye water. Does anybody else get watery eyes? I cannot be alone in this. And then I'm shimmying the color between the eyelashes here too. All right, so that is the black pencil. And for the mid-tone colors, I have the latte and cocoa with me. I also have truffle, which does not go on very dark. So let's think about which of these three. So we have in my hands here, this is latte, which I love a latte. This is truffle. A truffle is a beautiful brown. It's a neutral color that has kind of a silvery shimmer. This is a matte. This is a shimmer. And then this particular one is cocoa. Yeah, the cocoa color is similar to the latte. The latte just has a little more red, and maybe just a little more red in there. It has sort of a terracotta look in the container, but not very orange, just more earthy. Oh, truffle! Let's do it. Okay, we got a winner. You know what I don't want to do is miss breakfast. So we're gonna go with it, Lori. We're going with truffle. Good morning. How are you guys? Okay, I'm so pleased to hear that I'm not alone in the watering eyes. All right, so what I'm going to do with this crease brush, and remember this is the crease brush for which the number I don't remember, but you can see as I spin it, it has that cone shape on all sides. Okay, truffle is the winner. So we're going to go with this silver shimmery look, and I'm starting with this color. Remember I put the shadow control cream on first, and I'm putting this into the crease, and we know that we're in the crease when our eye is open. And we give ourselves that weird eyeball massage, and we can spin. You can either spin a good crease brush in there, and you know that you're in the crease, and it starts to create some of that depth like this. Or you can do the windshield wiper, windshield wiper, windshield wiper, swirl, 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 windshield wiper, back and forth to give yourself just that little bit of depth of color. I love the way that fades. I'm swirling this tip here. It's not a shovel, so I'm not digging. I'm not digging in here. I just rolled that in the top here, and then I'm going to go over to this eye, and I'm doing my windshield wiper, windshield wiper, windshield wiper, so you can swirl. I'm just going to show you what it looks like to twirl, literally spinning the brush in the crease of the eye. What are you guys doing today? I told you what I'm doing. What are you guys going to go do today? So putting the truffle on, you know, one of the things that I love about the Beauticontrol Color Impact eyeshadows is that you can do so much with them. And this particular eyeshadows, all of the Color Impact eyeshadows are only $18 a piece. And they're just loads of potential, and they last a super long time. I don't know if anybody's ever tried the Color Impact eyeshadows before, but I actually have all of the colors that a year. They've lasted me for more than a year. More than a year. Well, a couple of these have lasted for 2 years because I only use them as accents. There is a statute of limitations for keeping eye makeup if you are ever cross-contaminating, or you should definitely get rid of a product. But there are some healthy limits to how long you should keep eye makeup and makeup in general, and that's something that you can Google. Everybody can look that up. So I put the truffle in the crease, and then, at home with a sick kid. Okay, well, go get more recruits and make that totally worth it. I think that's one of the beautiful parts about working the beauty control business, is that you have the opportunity to work in any kind of situation. And as I said, it's what allows me to be a volunteer here in St. Louis doing something that I love. but still enjoying beauty control for sure. So have great luck with that today. We're going to put the lighter color on all over, and I think I'm going to stick with the linen because I really brought just this one choice. I did the brow lightener, which is the highlight color here in the all-in-one brow kit, but now I'm putting just a little bit of color on my brush here in the linen, and I'm going to take this linen color in the top. So I'm using the power of thirds here. So if you divide your eyelid into thirds, the eyebrow lightener, the crease, and then the lower lid. So right now I'm going back and forth just to blend the upper edge here with this lightest color. Diving into my compact again, I'm going to do this on the other side. It doesn't change much of the look, but it's just a really nice blend of this color. And then I want to put a color on my eyelid. So here's what I'm thinking about that. So it can either be, oh, I got my finger in it, the silk, which is sort of a pinky shimmer, a very neutral shimmer, and then we're looking at the latte, and then of course the cocoa again. So which of those three colors would you like to decide that I wear on this What to Wear Wednesday limited travel edition? I'm going to put one of those colors here on the eyelid. And then we're going to talk about blush. So start sharing what you think that I should do for the eyelid color. And then for blush, remember your blush choices are the Cranberry Pure Touch blush or the natural of the cream blush, which I also enjoy. Okay, so we have 2 votes for latte. Is that because I love it a latte? Is that why you guys did that? Or do you love it a latte? Who wants one of these? Let's get some lattes going. Okay, so I have just a little bit of the latte color here. This is a Beauticontrol eye blending brush, also available. Okay, 3 votes for latte. Latte is the winner, and then we have a vote for cranberry blush. So I'm patting, pressing, or pushing, just really lightly, this latte color here on the eyelid. And we put that black eyeliner on. So what I don't want to have, as we did and as you decided, is the dramatic eye or a very harsh look today. So I think putting the eyeliner on first helps with that, so that the eye shadow kind of softly blends over that edge. So that's wonderful. Okay, eye blending brush, Beauticontrol eye blending brush right here, just tapping into that color. Oh, you guys are all big fans of the cranberry. Okay. Sorry, cream blush, you got voted out today. Wah, wah, wah. Set that over there. And we're just putting the latte then, patting, pressing, and pushing on the lower lid. So the lowest third of the eyelid, really simple way, one of the many ways to do eyeshadow. And you can put that tool in your toolbox and try it again sometime too. What I would love to hear is how some of those things work out for you. How does it work out to try these methods that we work on together on your face at home? All right, so cranberry was the winner. I'm using the Beauticontrol blush brush, which is available. All of these things are available for purchase. And I'm just putting the tip. You can see the color that shows up on the actual blush brush. And when I see where the peak of the cheek is here, so the apples of the cheek where you actually blush when somebody says something flattering or you have a blushing moment, goes right here. Stay away from the nose, so like 1 to 2 fingers away from the nose, so that when you're putting the color on, you aren't making it look like you have allergy nose, like you've been using tissues a lot, or you have a cold and you redden this inside part of the face. So I'm just patting or buffing and swirling out to the hairline, and I have a little bit of brush. Do you guys ever get the hairs? Oh, come on. The hairs of the brush on your face. There, I got it. And it's probably a hair from my head, because when I took my shower this morning, I noticed like all the hairs, and it could be because of the haircut still, like, I don't know, so sometimes they're still in there. I don't know if that ever happens. Who's going to go to a barber shop? Anybody else? Okay, so that's the cranberry blush. Can you guys see that on that side? And it goes along with the contouring. If you know what Neapolitan ice cream is, this is one of the things that I think about when I contour. So I've got the darker here, which is kind of like the chocolate ice cream, and then I have my blush, which is the strawberry, and then I have the lighter highlight area, which is the the vanilla. And so I like to create a Neapolitan cheek, if you will. So right here in the apple of the cheek, like this, and then out to the hairline. So one thing that I try to avoid is the smile and then putting on the blush, so that I don't put my blush where it would like skip or drag over a crease or a line and then like sort of create that look. So the really smooth finished look is to do that with just a smooth straight face. To the resting face, right? Out into the hairline. Okay, so we have on our blush, which is all done. That's great. So I'm just taking a look up close. Can you guys see what you've decided here? Do we like it? Is it a winner? Do I look professional? Okay, and now we're going to draw lips on. So here's the colors that I have with me. I know this. Okay, I love drawing with lips, so you guys know this. I have 4 choices for lip liner here. We're holding Spice, Natural, Cotton Candy, and Rose. And what I think I want to do today is blend 2 colors on the mouth. And then I'm going to use Raspberry. So Raspberry is the pink color that I brought, which is bright. Raspberry is bright. So you guys picked the pink lips, but let me show you how I think I'm going to do the pink lip. So I like to use, let's see, let me think about this. All right, you decide this. Spice and Rose. Oh my gosh, yay, Spice and Rose. Okay, let's do it, Spice and Rose. Do you know what I was thinking about? Who wants to guess what I was thinking about? That's the winning question. What was I thinking about? Spice and Rose it is. So I'm going to do Rose in the fleshy parts of the lip. Here. Like so. And I'm not really doing anything with a major rhyme or reason there. But I want to create a little edge with the lip. I love the concept. A bold, beautiful lip actually increases the likelihood that somebody remembers or comprehends what you're saying because their attention is drawn to your mouth. So in professional settings like this, instead of wearing a really soft nude lip, I always like to have something that's a more bold, not scary or loud, but just vibrant on the mouth. So I'm outlining the size here. And some of this is going to kind of fade in, and I'll rub all of this together too. Drawing on the lip shape. Do you know what is so cool? Yesterday, I actually did red lips because I had a red skirt on. I drank 3 cups of coffee out of a mug. I had a glass of water during my presentation. I ate lunch, which was salad and chicken and this cheesecake dessert, which was great. And then last night, I went with a group of vendors out to dinner to Copia in downtown St. Louis, and I had a half rack of St. Louis ribs. So while I looked a mess and a fright, I literally had red lips at the end of all of that, and they were like, oh my God, what are you wearing? You have a stain. I was like, no, it's Beauticontrol lip liner and my lipstick. But I still had red lips at the end of the day. And I ate ribs. I mean, even if that was all I had done, it was amazing. I went to the bathroom to wash my hands and was like, look at that. Beauticontrol is the best. So this color just serves me so well all the time. You know, and I see people like reapplying. And I think I reapplied my lipstick once yesterday, right before the presentation, so that it was shiny again. But yeah, the color was there, just like this color will be there. Okay, so that's the Spice. Thank you, Lori, for your suggestion. That was a great idea. So on this What to Wear Wednesday Travel Edition, I have a really limited set of pieces. And so I'm going to take just the Rose again and do a little more blending here, like so. And then just smear it all together. It's kind of like creating your own color, but it also has sort of a similar contouring effect, but on the mouth. So honestly, if I just had like a clear lip gloss or whatever, and I brought with me, I have the Ravishing, because remember we considered red, but we voted out red. We picked pink today. And I have Posh lips. So this is the raspberry. What do you guys think? This is spice and rose blended together. My advice is to get a hold of many of the lip liners as you are comfortable wearing, and then just try different variations of the darker on the outside and then the lighter on the inside, and see if it sort of changes the depth and the dimension of your mouth at all, and play with like some of your lip shape. So this is the raspberry, which is just a beautiful bright pink color, and I love it. This color, I love this color. I am putting this just right on the mouth, obviously. I'm not using a lip brush. Ma. All right, so that is that finished lip look. And what I think I'll probably do today is just take the lipstick with me, so that if later in the day I want to have some of that shine again, then I can just put some of that on. So this is the Posh lip gloss. So I'm putting this over just the spice and the rose blend too. It kind of helps to finish it all off. I'm using the brush a little bit, not just as an applicator, but as a blender here down the lip. And I'm going to take now, because I didn't bring my other large, I have this large powder brush, which is super generic. I actually bought a set of like 22 brushes on Amazon or something like that for like $13. And so while they weren't awesome brushes and they sometimes fall apart, it's always good to just have a few to try. So if you ever wanted to just try what it's like to have multiple brushes, you know, get an inexpensive set and sort of just play with it. So I'm using the translucent setting powder, and I'm putting this all over. I want to set the eye color, the eyebrow, in the under eye area. If I had very dry skin, I would likely use the Herbal Hydrating Mist to do my setting. And I'm human too. What I wish I had done is set the face with just lip liner on and not lipstick. So I'm kind of trying to avoid the mouth right now. And then Jackie, if you use the cream color down the neck, also consider just sort of setting down the throat so that that softness or that blend is the same all over the face. So this is kind of a place. So we're patting and a little bit of a swipe. Very deliberate. When you pat, press, or push color on, you're just very deliberate about where it's going on the face. So the last thing for today is going to be the mascara, and I'm going to use the waterproof mascara here, just for the sake of having a professional finished look, but also accommodating the allergy, watery, runny eyes. The waterproof mascara really stays on nicely. So by doing the one eye first, you guys are really going to get a feel for how this looks, because you obviously saw my eyes before I applied this. Beauticontrol's waterproof mascara is only $25 every single day. And then sometimes it's on special, which, you know, it's already special. It's already special. All of this stuff is so amazing that if you just are used to using it and you know how great it is, you know, when it's on special, you buy 3. When it's regular price, you buy 2. And you always have one on hand, so that when you're running low, you don't even have to worry about like scratching it all out of there and then using the mascara that, or you know, getting the finished look that you don't love, but you're like, I know it's in there. I know it's in there. You throw it away and you just continue to look great and amazing with your fabulous waterproof mascara. Did you guys see what I just did? Did you see what I just did? I just touched this right here. Okay. There's a little bit of concealer on that brush. So I am just trying to lift and separate the lashes all the way across the front, all the way across the lash line. If you ever needed to use the eyebrow brush, You know that we like to call mine Toothless Joe. Toothless Joe loves to make an appearance. I've been kind of mean to this one, but this is also a Beauticontrol brush that can be replaced. I just have an affinity. That one I have an affinity for. Toothless Joe and I have been many places. Okay. So pulling all of that color out, that is the difference between mascara and no mascara here. And I'm going to wipe away that dot there. We're almost done. I'm going to finish the other eye. And then that's it for the day. So what is super exciting is that on this What to Wear Wednesday, the travel edition, you guys still had choices. And I think that what we can say in summary to that is that even if you're going out of town, just grab a few varieties of colors. You can do something that matches your outfit. You can stick with your basic everyday, but you can have a really neutral set of eyes, but still create a completely different look on your face with the use of your liners and your lips. You know, maybe take a couple of mid-tone, different colors, different eyeliners. They don't take up a lot of space. Eyeliners don't. Lip liners take, you know, same thing. They don't take up a lot of space. And you can create just a ton of looks, but with eyeliners and lip liners, and still be true to your flawless Beauticontrol face. So this is great. Oh my gosh. So I never like the eyelashes on my right eye, and today they're making me happy. Okay. So we picked the pink lips, we picked the cranberry blush, we picked the eyeshadows together and the eyeliner. The face is contoured, and then we're finishing off the eyebrowed area with the waterproof mascara. So all done. And earlier what I did was show you the face. And this is just silly hotel lighting. But show you the face with the contouring and the blush. So thank you so much for this What to Wear Wednesday. You guys have a fabulous midweek, and I'll see you next time.